In this video, we are going to cover the second part of cylinder surface area and volume, which mainly covers volume of cylinders. And we are also going to review for the mid-unit test. So here we have the volume of a cylinder. Okay, we're going to use the same formula as we use for volume of a prism, which is big B times H, where B stands for area of the base and H is height of the cylinder. Okay, now remember, our base is the circle, okay? So the area of a circle is pi r squared. So volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. So here we want to give the exact answer in terms of pi and the approximate answer using 3.14 for pi. So volume then for a cylinder, big B times h, which area of the base is a circle, so we're going to use pi r squared, then multiply it times h. So we have pi, our radius, right, which is half the diameter, it's already given to us, is 3. We're going to square that, and then multiply it times the height of the prism, which is 2. So, order of operations, we have to do the exponents first. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have pi times 9 times 22. And now we're going to take 22 times 9, and that's going to give us 198 pi. So that's our exact answer in terms of pi. And then our approximate answer is we're just going to take 198 and times it by 3.14. Our approximate answer is 621.72. Okay, same thing, find the exact answer in terms of pi for volume and the approximate answer using 3.14. So again, area of the base is the circle, so we have pi r squared h. Okay, r is the radius. Now we're given 9, but you can see that that goes all the way across. That's the diameter. So we're going to take half of 9, which is 4.5 squared, okay? And the height, remember the height is the line that connects the two bases. So the height of the cylinder is 15. So order of operations, we're going to square 4.5. So 4.5 times 4.5, which is going to give us 20.25. And then we're going to multiply that times 15, which gives us 303.75 pi. So that's our exact answer. And then our approximate answer, we're just going to take 303.75 and we're going to times it by 3.14. So that would be approximately 953.775, centimeters cubed. Okay, in this one, this is not a right cylinder. Okay, a right cylinder is when it's straight up and down. The height is perpendicular to the base. The bases are right on top of one another. So this is not. This is what we would call an oblique cylinder. It's leaning to the right, but it's still the same formula: pi r squared times height. Okay, now height is always going to be a perpendicular line. Okay, remember the axis is this segment right here. Okay, but the height is the line that goes straight up and down. So pi r squared, okay, we have 42, and look at the dotted line shows us that 42 goes all the way across. So we want to half that, and that's going to give us 21 squared, and then our height is 18. So order of operations, we're going to take 21 times 21, and that's going to give us 441. And then we're going to take 441 and multiply it times 18. For our exact answer is going to be 7,938 pi miles cubed. And then our approximate answer, we're going to take 7,938 times it by 3.14. Our approximate answer is going to be 24,925.32 miles cubed. Okay, now we're going to review for the mid-unit test, okay? Given this triangular prism, we want to identify the altitude of the figure, okay? The altitude is the height, the line that connects the two bases, okay? So let's go down here real quick and identify our bases. Okay, remember, bases are the shapes that are parallel to each other. So if this is a triangular prism, then our bases are these two triangles right here. Okay, so our bases would be triangle JKL and triangle MNO. Okay, so if we look, the altitude is the height of the figure, the line that connects it. So the altitude of the figure is going to be 10 meters because that's what line KO tells us. Okay, LN is also an altitude. We know that LN is also 10 meters as well. Okay, the lateral edges are the edges that make up the lateral faces. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3 lateral faces. All right, so and the lateral faces are these rectangles that make up that connect the two bases. So JMOK and then KLNO and then JMNL are our lateral faces. So the lateral edges then would be line KO, line JM right here, and line LN. Okay, here we want to find the surface area of the prism. So it's a prism, so we can use pH plus 2b. All right, remember, perimeter of the base is adding up all of the sides. Okay, so here we have a rectangular prism. Okay, so we're going to take 9 plus 7, and then 9 plus 7, which is going to give us 32. Okay, now the height of the figure is going to be the line that connects the bases. Okay, now this is my base right here, and we have this hidden edge back here, right? Right here. Okay, so my base then is this bottom rectangle and this top rectangle. So the height then is going to be 8. Okay, then we're going to have 2 times area of the base. So area of a rectangle is just base times height. So 9 times 7, which is 63. So now we're going to take 32 times 8, which is 256. And then we're going to take 2 times 63, which is 126. And we're going to add those together. 256 plus 126 is 382. And they don't give us units, so we're just going to say units squared. So whatever the units are, we square them. Okay, this says the perimeter of the base of a right square pyramid is 60 centimeters. Okay, so let's draw a picture here. We have a square. We know the perimeter is 60 centimeters. All right, here's my pyramid. Okay, so we know the perimeter is 60 centimeters. The height of the pyramid, okay, that's the altitude, right? The line that goes straight down here. The altitude is 10 centimeters. What is the volume? Okay, remember, volume of a pyramid is 1/3 area of the base times height. Okay, area of the base then for a square is side times side. Now, if I know that the perimeter is 60, then all I have to do is divide by 4 so that I know what one of the sides is. So I know it's 15 centimeters, right? All of these sides are 15 centimeters, because if you were to add all those 15s up, you would get 60. So to find area of the base, I'm going to take 15 times 15, which is 225. And then I'm going to multiply that times the height, which is 10 centimeters. So I'm going to take 225 times 10, which is 2,250. Okay, and then multiply it times 1/3, which is the same as dividing it by 3. and that's going to give me 750 centimeters cubed would be the volume of that pyramid. Okay, and then last one for the mid-unit test says, which segment's length should be used for the slant height? Okay, because remember, slant height, we use slant height in the formula for surface area. Okay, that L is the slant height, and that's the height. The slant height is the height of the face of the pyramid. Okay, so the slant height then is OP. Okay, now the height, the altitude, is OJ. Okay, so again, you don't want to get those two mixed up. Make sure that we know the difference between the two and when we use them in different formulas. And that is the end for your mid-unit test review. I hope you do well on it.